In a quiet village nestled between two mountains lived an old man named Mr. Arlen, a man known by everyone, yet truly understood by none. Every morning, he would sit outside his small wooden house, watching the sun rise with a faint smile. To the villagers, he was just a retired carpenter, old, slow, and always lost in thought. But every now and then, people came from far and wide just to talk to him. And when they left, they carried something invisible hope. One chilly morning, a young man named Ethan arrived in the village. His clothes were neat, but his eyes were tired, the kind of tired that no amount of sleep could fix. He had once been full of dreams to build a company, to make his parents proud, to live a life that mattered. But life hadn't been kind. His business had failed, his friends had drifted away, and his confidence was gone. All he carried now was a backpack, a broken spirit, and a desperate wish to disappear for a while. Ethan had heard rumors about an old man who could fix broken souls. So, without knowing why, he climbed the mountain trail to find him. When Ethan finally reached the top, he saw the old man sitting on a wooden stool, carving a small bird out of wood. Ethan cleared his throat. "Excuse me, sir, are you Mr. Arlen?" The old man smiled, eyes still on his work. "That depends," he said softly. "Who's asking, a lost traveler or a man running away?" Ethan blinked, unsure how to respond. After a pause, he whispered, "Maybe both." Mr. Arlen chuckled. "Then you've come to the right place." He gestured to the seat beside him. "Sit. Tell me what's weighing on your heart." Ethan sighed deeply. "I worked for years to build something. I gave it everything, my money, my time, my youth. And still, I lost it all. I'm tired of starting over. I just want to know what's the secret to success." The old man set down his carving knife and looked at him thoughtfully. "The secret to success?" he repeated. "That's a question many ask, but few are ready to hear the answer." He stood slowly, pointing to a small garden beside his hut. "Come, let me show you something." The garden was filled with flowers, some blooming brightly, others still budding, a few withering. "Tell me," Mr. Arlen asked, "which flower is the most beautiful?" Ethan pointed to a large red rose glowing in the sunlight. The old man nodded. "And that one?" he asked, pointing to a wilted daisy by the corner. "It's dying," Ethan said quietly. Mr. Arlen smiled. "Exactly. Every flower here was planted at the same time. But each grows at its own pace, some bloom fast, some late, some fade early. If I judged them all by when they bloomed, I'd call half of them failures." He turned to Ethan. "You are judging your life by someone else's timing." Ethan frowned. "So, you're saying my failure was just timing?" Mr. Arlen chuckled. "No, son. I'm saying it was training." That night, they sat by the fire. The stars were bright, and the wind whispered softly through the trees. Mr. Arlen began to speak. "I wasn't always this calm," he said with a distant look. "I once had a workshop, busy, loud, full of dreams. I trained dozens of apprentices. I thought success meant building faster, earning more, being known." He paused. "Then one stormy night, my workshop caught fire. Everything burned. My tools, my savings, my pride gone." Ethan leaned forward, silent. "For a year, I sat in despair," the old man continued. "Then one morning, I picked up a piece of charred wood. I started carving, not to sell, not to prove anything, just to heal." He smiled faintly. "That small act, creating with love, not ambition, brought peace back into my life. And slowly I built again. But this time, I built differently." Mr. Arlen handed Ethan the wooden bird he had carved earlier. "Do you see this?" he asked. Ethan nodded. "It's beautiful." "It took me 3 days to carve it," Arlen said. "When I was young, I could make one in 3 hours. But now, I carve slower because I've learned that what's made slowly often lasts longer." He placed the bird in Ethan's hands. "The secret to success isn't speed, money, or talent. It's consistency, doing small things faithfully, even when no one is watching." Ethan's eyes glistened. "But what if you fail again?" Arlen smiled. Then fail better. Failure is not the opposite of success, it's the doorway to it. Over the next few weeks, Ethan stayed in the village, helping Arlen rebuild fences, plant trees, and carve wood. Each day, the old man shared simple but powerful lessons. Don't chase recognition, master repetition. Success doesn't come from big leaps, but small steps done daily. A strong tree doesn't grow overnight, it survives seasons. Slowly, Ethan began to change. He woke up earlier, worked patiently, and for the first time, found peace in the process. One morning, a postman arrived with a letter addressed to Ethan. It was from his old business partner. Their company had been revived, and they wanted Ethan to return as a consultant. Ethan hesitated. "I don't know if I'm ready." Mr. Arlen smiled. "You are. But this time, remember you're not chasing success. You're carrying it within you." Before leaving, Ethan asked, "Mr. Arlen, before I go, will you finally tell me your secret to success?" The old man smiled, eyes twinkling. "I already have. But since you ask," he leaned closer. "The secret to success is to keep growing quietly, patiently, and with purpose even when no one notices." He patted Ethan's shoulder. Because real success isn't about reaching the top. It's about becoming the kind of person who can climb again, even after falling. Years passed. Ethan became a respected entrepreneur, but more than that, he became a mentor, helping struggling young dreamers find their way. On his desk sat the same wooden bird Mr. Arlen had carved. Whenever life grew overwhelming, he'd look at it and remember the mountains, the old man, and the garden of slow-growing flowers. One day, Ethan returned to the village. Mr. Arlen had passed away peacefully, leaving behind a small note in his home. It read, "If you're reading this, it means you kept going. Remember, my friend, success is not what you get from the world. It's who you become through the storms." Ethan folded the note, tears in his eyes, and whispered, "Thank you for showing me the way." The world often measures success by numbers, fame, or wealth. But sometimes the greatest success lies in endurance, in choosing to stand again when everything falls apart. The old man's secret wasn't magic. It was patience, purpose, and quiet strength. And if you hold on to those, no storm can ever truly defeat you. So remember, grow at your own pace, shine in your own time, and when life gets hard, whisper to yourself, "Even this will shape me." Because that is the old man's true secret to success. For more inspirational, motivational, and educative stories, kindly subscribe to this channel.